Hey everyone, welcome back to Immediate Movie Reactions. I'm here after watching Her Private Hell. I am the only one maybe that has seen Her Private Hell, at least at our theater here. This is a movie I had no idea what it was about. I've not heard of it before, but I had an afternoon, so I figured why not. This is Sophie Thatcher, who I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. Heretic was fine. I think there were some good moments in there. I think Companion was, again, okay. She's great at playing a robot because she's not necessarily great at showing emotion or being charismatic. I thought maybe she was looking for this to be her substance. She's going to be Margaret Qualley or something. I think it falls short in that. This is really, really tough because this is a throwback sort of a movie. This is a late 70s, early 80s thriller. It's kind of a sci-fi. I can't even go into a plot because it doesn't make any freaking sense at all. There's this society and it's covered by mist. I guess everybody in the lower levels just sucks. Like maybe they're just dead. I don't know. But we are following this sort of rich family that are actors or movie makers or something, and Sophie Thatcher, who plays Elle, has a weird relationship with the father, who is Doug Ray Scott. He's in the movie for about 10 minutes, and actually I think for a long stretch of the movie, and I may still believe this, I don't freaking know, that Agent K, who is this other guy who is hunting this killer, this guy called the Leatherman, I think it is, Leatherhead, I think it's Leatherman, who kills girls or women or kidnaps kids or whatever. He's hunting him, but at the same time, he's also, I think, looking for Sophie Thatcher, who at the end of the movie may save herself. Like this may be a whole, it was all a dream sort of scenario. None of it makes any freaking sense. I think it's beautiful. I think that the colors and the scheme and the way it was filmed was absolutely amazing. The music is perfect for it. I think that this is, dare I say, very Lynchian, right? And that you don't really know what the fuck is going on. And that's kind of okay, except I'm okay with the ambiguity. I'm okay with the nebulous sort of plot. I'm not okay with a movie that doesn't really have a climax. Well, I guess there's a big climax in this at one point. It's pretty freaking gross, actually. And then it doesn't really resolve, right? There's no real story that we're telling, that we're ending. The mystery isn't really much of a mystery because it's just a bunch of nonsense. And I don't know that I cared at all. By the time I got to the end of this movie, I wanted a skip button. You know, I don't want to necessarily fast forward, but I want to go in like 10-second increments. So like, okay, let's just end it. There are scenes in this movie, backdrops that look like they're from like a Sega Dreamcast cinematic. The acting and some of the choices in this movie are bafflingly bad, like laughable. There's one point where these three women who are actors or models or something, they are talking to each other, but they decide that they are going to talk wolf. So they're just barking and yipping at each other. I didn't understand the metaphor there. I'm sorry. Maybe it just went over my thick head. I'm usually good at figuring this sort of thing out. And that's why I said the problem with this movie is that it is strange just to be strange. It is, it breaks tempo and it breaks continuity just to do it. It's not a plot device. It is not something that helps us understand the characters or advance the story or create a metaphor or a theme or anything like that. It's just kind of fucking strange to be strange. And that's where it loses it a bit. There were also parts of this movie that I felt like the lighting, which was absolutely beautiful in many cases, where they're like switching lights and you're changing outfits in the lights. Like if it's dark, then they're wearing a red outfit, but then when light flashes on, they're wearing your dark outfit, and they're tall and they're short and all that. That was really freaking cool, but also gave me a damn headache. It really did. There was some neon and some lighting in this movie that really bothered me. I don't know. It was fine. This is not a movie for everyone. It's not even a movie, I think, for a lot of people. I think this movie is going to come and go, and in a few years, we may think back on it and be like, wait, what was that movie with Sophie? What was that called? But it won't matter. I don't know that anyone other than the people that are really involved with the making of this movie are going to think about it much past this point. So there we are. I'm gonna give it a 6, which feels like a high score for as negative as I have been. But as I said, some of it is absolutely beautiful. Some of this is so well done that I want to see more of it. Unfortunately, there are long stretches of just nothing and in confusion and trying to be weird, and like I said, trying to be a sort of a Twin Peaks scenario. The killer is stupid. It's absolutely pointless. Agent K has these weird, like, kung fu fight scenes, sort of. I don't know. It throws too much and then doesn't really do much at all. So there we are. It's a 6. Please like, share, subscribe. I always forget to say that, and I really appreciate everyone who has watched and subscribed and all that sort of thing. I will see you after the next movie.